Hi, I'm Coach Dareld. I'm here today to teach you how to become your client's financial superhero. If you become your client's financial superhero, you will never have to worry about them straying off to some other real estate agent to take care of their real estate needs. You will never have to worry about them not giving out your name and information for referrals to their friends and family. You will never have to do pop buys or whatever to stay in their memory for when they have real estate issues. All right? As a matter of fact, they will literally, if you save them hundreds of thousands of dollars, they will literally set you up presentations with groups of their friends and family. How do I know this? Because that's what they do for me. All right? I'm Coach Dareld, and I'm here to teach you to become your client's financial superhero using a money merge account versus an equity line of credit. Become your client's financial superhero with a money merge account. Through Alternative Property Solutions, LLC. What is a money merge account? A money merge account, an MMA, was designed in Australia as a piggyback account to assist homeowners to pay down their mortgages. In Australia, interest is not tax deductible on home mortgages. Therefore, they literally start teaching this in the 7th grade. Wouldn't it be nice in America? We actually started teaching money in the 7th grade. In Australia, less than 36% of all homes have a mortgage, which means less than 40% have any debt. As opposed to America, where over 70% of all homes have a mortgage and or title loan. Whereas it means we have over 80% of our homes having debt. An MMA is a simple interest account. In America, we call it a loan. Simple interest is charged 1 day per month on the balance of the account. As opposed to a mortgage loan, you just compound interest, which charges interest compounded every single day. So on a simple interest loan, you're only charged interest on the balance of the day the payment is due. Like if you take out a credit card and you put $2,000 on it and you paid the $2,000 off before the end of the month, how much interest do you owe? Zero. But if you put $2,000 down on it and you put $1,000 payment back on it by the end of the month, you owe interest on $1,000. Interest on the balance. Whereas opposed to compound interest, compounds every single day. So in a loan, if you have a 4% compound interest loan or a 5% simple interest, which one are you going to pay more interest on? Your banks want you to think that the 4% is a set rate and that's where you should be at. But your 5% simple interest, you're going to pay less interest on. So what is a money merge account? A money merge account allows monies to pass in and out of it on a daily basis. In fact, when the account is set up, the bank gives the homeowner a checkbook and a debit card. It allows homeowners to control the equity in their home and actually use their homes as their own bank. Unfortunately, a money merge account in America is sold as an equity line of credit. A loan.
All right, owning a home is the American dream, and it remains an unrealized dream for most of us because we never get that mortgage actually paid off. Until then, the bank owns your home, and you pay them interest, lots of it. Usually more money in interest than the original price of the home. But the Saving You Money team has discovered a new approach to pay your mortgage off a lot sooner, save tons of money in interest, and turn that dream into a reality years earlier. It's the kind of coincidence we TV people love, that an accelerated version of the American dream is coming true right here at the corner of Promised Land and American Pride.
Do you think about that day when you send in the last payment?
Oh, I can't wait. I'm going to have a big smiley face at the end of the check. I'll sign my name with a big smiley face on the end. It'll be nice.
You'll own this place.
Absolutely, can't wait.
Tom Burns is talking about paying off his mortgage, owning his townhome outright, and not in 30 or even 15 years.
I explained to them that I'm going to have my house paid off in less than 5 years, and they think I'm crazy.
No, he isn't independently wealthy. He's a working class guy, a valet at a strip casino. And he isn't nuts either. He made a simple and smart change in his banking behavior.
The money to my advantage. I use the bank systems to my advantage. Instead of the bank making money off of me, I'm taking control. And you can do it too. It's that easy.
It's a brilliant system that originated about 12 years ago in Australia and has slowly made its way here.
I don't want this to get too complicated, so we'll make it real simple here. This is your mortgage. It's full of red ink, the money you owe. This is your paycheck. It could soak up some of that debt, but normally you leave it in a checking account and the two don't affect each other. Under this plan, your mortgage in a way becomes your checking account. You put your paycheck into it every 2 weeks. It soaks up some of that red ink, some of that debt. That means the balance here is lower, you pay less interest, and you save money.
You don't even feel it.
No.
You're just doing the exact same thing you used to do. Instead of putting it in your checking account, put it towards the balance owed on the line of credit.
Just about anyone can pay off their home using this method, but there are 3 key things you need for it to work for you. You have to get control of your finances first. It only works if you have more money coming in than going out every month. You need to carefully track what you're spending your money on and when those payments are due. And you have to qualify for a home equity line of credit.
What would you say in a nutshell?
I would say it's harder to explain than it is to do.
So if you're wondering why this neighbor has a smile on his face and walks a little lighter on his feet when he picks up his mortgage statement from the mailbox, now you know. It's because he has about 4 years and 7 months left until his house is paid off. It would be nice, wouldn't it? I know this is definitely one of those, come on, sounds too good to be true stories, but the Saving You Money team has been test driving this system since February, 3 of us doing it, and it really does work.
So as you saw, that company charges $3,500 for the software to teach you what I'm about to teach you for free. You don't need to know how this works. You need to have a coach that knows how to teach it for you, for your clients. And that's where I come in. So how does you set it up? An 80-10-10 mortgage. If you have a client that qualifies for a conventional loan and they've got 20% to put down, they have just automatically qualified for a 10% higher loan. Didn't they? All right? So 80-10-10. That's 80% mortgage or title loan, 10% equity line, and 10% down payment. Available through my wife, Amber Phillips. MMA purpose is to literally cancel interest off the equity loan of a mortgage or a title loan. MMA lowers the homeowner's monthly outgo. You're going to see how that happens in just a moment. And MMA does this by removing scheduled monthly payments to the equity part of the mortgage in the title loan. MMA builds equity quickly in a homeowner's home. And MMA does this by paying down the principal of a title loan very quickly. The MMA takes a 30-year mortgage from 30 years to an average of 11 to 15 without anything extra out of a client's pocket. So how does it work? First, when taking out an equity line of credit on a home, what does the bank give to the homeowner? We already discussed this. They give them a checkbook and a debit card. It is literally a checking account. So how does the money merge account work? As stated before, an equity line of credit is a simple interest loan, meaning that it only gets charged interest 1 day per month on the balance, as opposed to a compounding daily like a mortgage or a title loan. And as Einstein stated, compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world. Those who know what it is, make it. Those who don't know what it is, pay it. An equity line, money is available to go in and out of it on a daily basis. As a matter of fact, it can literally go in and out of it on a minute basis. As opposed to a mortgage or a title loan, no matter when you deposit the money is only applied to your loan on the scheduled date. Right? There are some people that will teach you to try to pay your home mortgage down to make a half a payment like every 2 weeks. Well, the problem with that is, first of all, you're making one extra payment a year. Okay? Second of all, when you make your payment, all the bank does is hold on to your money It makes interest on your money and only applies it on the day the payment is due. So if your payment is due on the 1st and it's actually late on the 5th and you make it on the 1st, they hold the interest for 5 days and pay it on the 5th. Okay? They make your interest, not you. Thus, when a homeowner uses an equity line of credit as a checking account, it is now a money merge account, not a loan. Just as a regular checking account, the homeowner puts their entire income into their monthly MMA. Their entire income. Thus, by doing so, eliminates the monthly scheduled payment of the equity portion of your title loan. So let's say that you have a $200,000 loan. 10% of it is the equity line. Okay? So let's say your payment is $1,000. 10% of that is your equity line. So $100 of that is your equity line. Well, if you make $5,000 a month and you put in $5,000, do you have that monthly scheduled payment of the $100? No, it just disappears because you already made a payment. Just as all income goes into the MMA, all monthly living expenses comes out of the MMA as well. Everything goes on the debit card. You go to the movies, put it on the debit card. Scenario. Now, we're going to keep the small round numbers, okay? Let's say we bought a house for $100,000. You know, in California, tough shit with a porch, right? Okay, an 80-10-10 loan. 80% conventional loan, $10,000 down payment, $10,000 equity line MMA. Homeowner makes $5,000 per month. And let's say the homeowner's monthly living expenses are $4,000. Month 1, well, the balance is $10,000 on the money merge account, on the equity line. So month 1, January, he makes $5,000. He puts all $5,000 into the equity line of credit. His living expenses of $4,000 comes out of the equity line of credit. So there's a $1,000 difference here. So the balance at the end of January is only $9,000. Month 2, $5,000, $4,000, balance $8,000, $7,000, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. 10 months. Now, at this point, a homeowner should not zero out their equity line of credit. Why? In 2007, when the crash took place, everybody's equity line of credit that was zeroed out got closed out. The bank has the right to close out your equity line, and you do not have control of it at that point. So you should always have a balance. So even when we go back to this point, people tell me all the time, well, there's going to be some interest here. Yeah, you're right. There's going to be about $400 worth of interest at the end of the month, at the end of the year. But that's okay. You want that in there because you don't want to zero out your equity line. So at this point, we're going to take $10,000 back out of our equity line of credit and stick it straight towards the principal of our mortgage. The homeowner has now in 10 months paid down their home loan by $10,000 that they did not have to save. As a matter of fact, it saved them $100 a month on their monthly outgo. $10,000 in a 30-year loan is over $60,000 of interest that the homeowner has just saved. $60,000. I got a question for you. How would you like to be debt-free? How do you do this? Do you need to know how this works exactly? No. You need to know that it's available, and you need to know where to receive it. Where do you receive it? There's my telephone number, guys, and I will coach you for free. I am the only real estate coach out here that does not charge for my services. Why? Because I have the services that your clients need, and you. How many of you out there have a home that has equity in it and could use an equity line of credit and get yourself out of debt?